Well, I'm David Shih, and the course I think we're talking about is English 210, and the name of the course is Intro to Texts. We're going to start off today talking about what you read from native speaker in small groups. So I wrote the questions that I'd like for you to discuss on the board. So the first one is, what was Mr. Park like before he was rich? But my approach is, it actually I think belies the title of the course. So the title of the course is Intro to Texts. But I think when it was originally designed, it was meant to be an introduction to textual interpretation. And that's much more in line with what I do in the class. So go ahead and break up into small groups. Again, groups no larger than 5. Feel free to move around groups. And we'll take about 15 minutes in your groups to talk about these questions. I mean, if you did the math, 6 12-hour days, 72 hours, he and Henry, first of all, Henry's better because he knows that, and then Mr. Park's better because Henry knows. Right. And I would hope that the students, by the end of the class, appreciate that they learn just as much from each other than they did from me. And I think to the extent that we can learn from one another as equally as possible, the learning is optimized. So what other ways did you see that Mr. Park changed that Henry really didn't like?
So I felt like Henry saw what his father did to his employees as sort of a betrayal, because his father should be on their side. He should be helping them because he used to be them. So when you
take this course, that's the learning that I hope students get from it, which is an understanding about the way that the world around us is made up of texts, each charged with specific meaning, that then really shape our perceptions of ourselves and the world around us. He might turn on the radio and dance cheek to cheek with my mother. He worked on his car himself, a used green Impala with carburetor trouble. They had lots of Korean friends that they met at church, and then even in the street. And when they talked in public, there was a shared sense of how lucky they were to be in America, but still have countrymen near. So if it's just the students learning from me, I really don't think that the learning is optimized. But with each additional student who can contribute to not just my learning, but to the learning of the peers, well then I think you got a really great class.